Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla. If this is the first video that you found on my channel, definitely go check out some more videos because I promise a lot more of my videos and pretty much all my videos are more upbeat and fun. But this is probably the wrong video to catch a drift on of my channel. I did really want to talk about this. This has been on my mind to talk about for a while. I honestly have no idea how to even start this video or how to even discuss this. I don't typically use my YouTube for negativity at all, and I think the more of the reason why I'm putting this video out there is not because I want to cause drama. I want you guys to give me pity. I want to get the views. I don't even know what the other possibilities would be of. This is simply because I have been noticing so much bullying. Bullying is a strong word. It's something that I don't take lightly because I have been in a situation of being bullied. And I'm not talking middle school and elementary school bullying. I'm talking about high school bullying. Is a really hard topic for me to talk about, not because I'm upset about it and I'm holding a grudge of someone, and I'm not gonna say any names in this video, and none of this was meant to like bring old juice up. I thought that it was time for me to share my story. I don't know why it feels like it's time, but I feel like I've come to the closure of like the whole problem that I came across when I was in high school and I was being bullied. I think it's finally time to be able to help some of you guys. So this is a really casual video. I literally threw on a sweater. I have PJ pants on right now and I have no makeup on. So I'm just gonna keep it casual with you guys. So let me start off with telling you how I was bullied without going into too much detail about it. I was never bullied in high school about having a YouTube channel. I never was bullied because of that. People might have said some things behind my back, but I never heard about them, and honestly, I don't care to hear about them. High school life was very good and I miss it a lot. I was in drumline. If you guys don't know what drumline is, it is drums. I don't know how else to explain it. In drumline, in band, for marching band, and I loved marching band. Marching band was my home. Marching band was my safe place. My place that everything else that was going on in my life, literally I could just pull it out in front of me and just forget about it and just go to marching band and just get lost in the music and the friends that I was with. Seriously, marching band was so important to me and it was just such a blessing to have. If you guys didn't know, I am dating someone now that was in drumline with me. If you are new to this channel, you probably wouldn't know that. And I am still friends with a lot of the people that are in drumline to this day, and I still hang out with them. I just hung out with one of them the other day. Now that you have that little bit of a background knowledge on that, it was my junior year of high school and there was just a lot of things going on in my life. So basically, in the beginning of the drumline season, which is probably about August, end of August, there was this one guy. He was a senior and he did not like me. I have no idea why. I don't know what I ever did to him. I still don't know what I did to him, and I don't honestly want to know what I did to him because I don't care enough to know. A couple years before that, I helped him a lot and I was a very safe person. If anyone told me anything, I would keep it safe and I would listen to them and I would pour my ears and heart and all my attention into that person and make sure that they were okay. This year comes around and something just clicked in his mind that I don't know what happened, but he started bullying me. And I don't use the word bully all the time. This was a specific time that was bullying. He shoved me with his drum. He pushed me. He yelled at me in front of all of drumline when I wasn't doing anything. He would call me horrible names. There was just a lot, and I don't want to do a lot because I'm not trying to expose this person at all. It was really hard. I didn't want to come to band anymore. I decided to go to the library in the morning instead of going to band, and my band teacher knew that I was doing that because he could tell that something was going on. Shout out to my band teacher. I loved him so much. He was my favorite teacher ever. There's times in the mornings that I told my mom I didn't even want to go to school in the morning. I would just want to skip band so bad because I didn't want to be put in the situation that I was in, and I just wanted to avoid it because I was literally being bullied. It was It was such a hard high school time. It was so hard, and I thought that I was just drowning in all of this like pain. A couple months goes by, and until it gets really, really bad, like when he started shoving me and everything, I decided to go to the guidance counselor. I knew my guidance counselor very well, and I could talk to her and everything. One thing that was really hard for me is to grasp the concept that schools tell you that they don't stand for bullying when really they do. They care as much as they think they do. Because there are people that come to the guidance counselor and they quote they are being bullied. So I don't know if she actually thought I was being bullied, but she did not do anything about it. And not trying to throw any shade or anything, she just did not care enough than she could have. I understand that there's so many more kids in the school to care about, but if someone's being bullied to this extent, don't care, if they don't take the step to stop it, then that's just not fair. That's not fair to me that I had to worry every single day to come to school because of it. I didn't care if I looked weak, because at that point, I just realized that I just needed the help that I needed. Like, I didn't care if I looked like I couldn't handle it or I was weak or whatever. I just needed the help because I was so tragically upset about this that it was not okay. So anyways, then a couple months go by. It's probably about November. I was having problems with my ex, and I'm not gonna get too much into that because that's a completely different topic, and I'm not even gonna discuss that on this channel. That is not something I need to expose. I was having problems with my current relationship, and I went to this person in Drumline, which is a different person than the guy that was bullying me, and I talked to this person. And I was very, 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 very close to this person. I told this person everything. And there was like questions that I had, if I should be doing this, if I shouldn't be doing this, am I feeling this is okay? Is this all right? And they told me it's all right. And they told me that what I'm doing is okay. I don't even know if this is making any sense to you guys because it's hard to say all this stuff without like saying the details. So he decided that it was okay then to go to this other guy that was bullying me, telling him all this stuff that I was venting to him about, saying that I was stupid for all these things and everything. But this is when it got to the point that I couldn't even trust anyone in Drumline. And it wasn't that everyone in Drumline was horrible, because I loved everyone in Drumline. But it came to a point that I didn't know who to trust anymore. Everyone was just against me, it felt like. This is where it gets really bad. This is where it was really emotional for me. I come into school that day. I'm already having a bad day. I don't know why I'm having a bad day. I forget. I sit in this little corner. We have like a drum room. We all like chill in there and like have parties in there, just like randomly, like music and stuff like that. In the mornings before we have band. And I would be sitting in the corner. I was like talking to everyone and everything. And then all of a sudden the bully stands up and just yells at me and yells and yells and yells and tells me everything that I trusted that other person with, and ridicules me, I don't even know if that's the right word, for all the things that I told this other person that they told me that it was okay. It was so embarrassing, guys. Understand, they were all Drumline, they were all my best friends. He was yelling at me and no one stood up for me. No one, not a single person was like, guys, stop, seriously, like you need to stop, like this is not okay. I was sitting there bawling my eyes out. I don't cry in school, but I was bawling. I can vividly remember me curled up in a ball, bawling my eyes out. Like this was, no joke, I was so demolished and just so beaten down because of all the bullying and the words that he's been putting at me. Words are stronger than actions, guys. He can push me with his drum. He can hit me. He can come at me and like get up all in my face, but when he starts yelling at me where my personal life and that were my heart and my soul and all of the things that I was worrying about, it was just not okay. I was demolished. The person that I trusted all that stuff with backstabbed me. And granted to you, I am very close to that person now and I am best friends with that person. That's a whole other story. The bully, and I will talk to him, the bully, and I see him time to time and I don't have a problem with him. I don't mind seeing or being around him at all. Between him and I, we know that what went down went down. That day, everyone went out to go to their band music and play and everything. I closed the door in the drumline room and I just bawled. I cried and cried and cried. No one could see me because the door was closed. My band teacher knew that I was in there because he didn't see me out there. He just looked in the door and he knew automatically, and like his face, it just makes me want to tear up and cry because his face was just so broken because he knew. Okay. I promised myself I wouldn't cry during this video and here I am. So anyways, I just looked out the window and my band teacher was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And I just cried and cried and he knew that I was just going through a lot. After that, I didn't talk to anyone in drumline that rest of the day. Those two people, especially the one that backstabbed me, I didn't talk to for 2 months straight. It's really hard for drumline because I was obviously in drumline and these two guys that I was once close with were still in drumline and I had to basically avoid them. And it wasn't that I was trying to be petty or anything like that. It was more that I needed a break from them. I needed a break from the drama, and also I was going through a breakup. I leave the band room and it was so embarrassing because my face was so red. I was focused to go to the nurse's office. I am close to my nurse as well. Get migraines quite often, always down there. I went down there. I don't know what my goal was, but I told her, I was like, "I am so sorry, but I need to use, is there someone over there? Because I need to go sit down." Guys, this was so, like, I can't even explain to you how tragic and like how upset I was. I'm not trying to make this story dramatic for the views or whatever. Like, seriously, this is exactly what happened. Like, this is legit my bully story. Like, this is how it happened. That it was okay for me to sit in there. I laid down and about 10 minutes later, she comes over and starts rubbing my head and saying, "Is everything okay? Like, do you need to talk about anything?" And I just blurted out. I was just done. I just told her everything. Also, along with this, school was still in session, so my classes, I was still having my classes, but that day I could not go to my classes. I was so upset over months and months and months be pushed down, and eventually I was just yelled at and just ridiculed for all the feelings that I was having. Anyways, went to the guidance office. They didn't do a whole lot. The principal got involved at one point, talked to the bully, and that was it. Don't know what I was expecting him to do. I didn't expect him to like get rid of him or something. I don't know what I expected him to do. I didn't think he was gonna get in school suspension or out of school suspension or expelled. I didn't think about any of that. I at least wanted the bully to understand that this is hurting me and it's not okay. The bully didn't stop bullying me. It just kept going on and on and on and on and on, and I just gave up. I came to a point that I just realized I can't do it anymore. Like, I can't be pushed down anymore by him, talked to down by him. He's a year older than me. That didn't mean anything. I think it came to a point, I can't remember the ending honestly, but I do remember standing up for myself and just saying, "This is not fair." Like, I told him before, I stood up for myself plenty of times before. "This isn't fair what you're doing to me. Like, I don't know why you're doing this and I don't know what the point is, but it needs to stop. Because I'm not gonna come into school every single day and worry about it." So now that you know that story, that was such a long story, probably the biggest portion of this video. So basically, I think the point of this video is to explain to you guys, girls and guys, this can happen to both, that you are strong. You are strong enough to get through it. You are strong enough to stand your ground. What you also need to understand though, if you're going through bullying, is that you need to tell someone. If I didn't tell someone, I honestly don't know how I would have dealt with it. My guidance counselor didn't do anything really about it. I still told my parents, and I still told my best friend. I still told these people that I could seriously trust. Like, if you think that your school is strong enough in that area to be able to tell them and they will do something about it, then do it. I'm telling you to at least tell someone else outside that has the power to stop it. Don't count on the school to stop it, because the school probably won't stop it. Be the person who you want to be. Don't think less of yourself because of what someone else is telling you that you are. Always grow through what you go through, okay? I live by that so hard. I grow through everything that I go through. I have gone through so many things that I probably will talk about someday on this channel. Obviously, literally, I'm doing this for you guys. I'm doing this to get my story out. So I want you to know that I'm real. I am not some figure that everyone thinks a perfect picture of a life. I'm not a perfect picture of a life. There's things going on in my life, things that have went on in my life, like bullying and all the other kind of stuff that has gone on. To end this, if you guys have any concerns or questions or anything, you can drop them down in the comments. Also, you can DM me on Instagram. But I hope that this helped at least a little bit today, motivate you to be the person that you are and stand up for yourself. So thank you guys for watching this little video. Like I said, I hope it helps someone, at least one person. So I will see you guys in the next happy video. It will not be a sad video, it will be a happy video. The next video, I promise. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.